everyone, I'm Mihir Patel from Department of Pharmaceutical Technology, LJ Institute of Pharmacy. Welcome you all in this online learning session. Pharma Ignite is the YouTube channel of LJ Institute of Pharmacy. It is an initiative of our college to give more and more pharmaceutical knowledge to our beloved students. So please follow and subscribe our channel. Let us start our today's session. So in today's session, we will discuss about introduction to the rheology and its pharmaceutical application. Flow of the session would be like this. In primary identification, we'll discuss about introduction to the word rheology, then its basic definition, its importance, and the fundamental application in pharmaceutical sciences. So when we start with the study of this topic, the word rheology itself is very interesting. So when we have to talk about this word, I can say that rheo means relates to the flow, and ultimately we have to go for study of different kind of material with its flow characteristics, and ultimately we need to discuss about the deformation of particular matter under the stress condition. So please make sure the stress is nothing but the force per unit area. Either it may be deforming force or it may be restoring force. So in a simple case, we can say that rheology is the study of flow and deformation of matter under the stress condition. For the quality output of the pharmaceutical product, we need to verify all the raw materials with its flow characteristics. So if I say about the basic definition of rheology, rheology is the science that concerns with the flow of liquids and deformation of solids. In the formulation characteristic, if we talk about the different kind of dosage forms, just like liquid dosage form or a solid or a semi-solid dosage form, obviously the raw material which is used in the formulation, it carries a different kind of nature. So if you are preparing liquids, gels, ointments or creams or the paste, obviously you have to study about the flow properties of those liquid components for the quality output of product. This system change their flow behavior when it exposed to the different stress condition. So this point is very important. If you go through the basic fundamentals, in the normal condition, liquid or a solid may behave with a different pattern, but when you expose any kind of liquid material or a solid material under the force condition, there are basic chances of change of behavior of the particular substances. If we talk about the importance of this particular concept in formulation of different kind of pharmaceutical dosage form, I can say that either the product is solid, liquid, semi-solid, or it may be injectable preparation. Ultimately, the flow characteristics of each and every material is important. So in the formulation of different medicinal and cosmetic creams, paste and lotion, for an example, if you take liquid preparations like emulsion and suspension, semi-solid preparations like suppository, obviously when we have to spray out specific liquid material onto the tablet, and that process is tablet coating. So again, these rheological parameters are important in those different points. The very important point I can say about the sterile product. So if you have to prepare any kind of injectable products, Obviously, the flow content of the particular liquid solution is to be measured carefully. So, fluidity of the solutions for injection is also required. Then after, if I talk about the different unit operations, just like mixing and exclusions and the different flow patterns of the liquid from the syringe needle or a specific packaging container, the importance can be easily identified with these all parameters. Now, other than this basic importance, we can have a thought of secondary components. Just like if you would like to choose the specific equipments for a particular product, obviously you need to think about the chemistry of your material with that processing equipments. Means if material and equipment are not matching with the well conditions, product output may affect. Then after, obviously the quality of the product increases the patient acceptability. Again, with the rheological parameter, we can think about the physical stability, biological availability, as well as the rate of absorption of drugs inside the GIT. Now, moving forward to the pharmaceutical applications of rheology. So, if you go through the first one, the viscosity of creams and lotion may affect the rate of absorption of the products by the skin. Means over here, the first application says that ultimately, whenever we are going to formulate any kind of creams or lotion, obviously we have to optimize the particular viscous nature of our formulation, which can easily interpret and which can be easily identified, and the penetration of that particular formulation into the skin. So with the point of that, the rate of absorption is to be calculated, and after that optimization can be done. Now in the next case, if a greater release of active ingredient is there, if greater release of active ingredient is there, how it is possible? It is possible with the less viscous base. Means if the base is softer, the amount of active ingredients which is going to release would be in the very easy pattern. So that is also one of the important thing which we can identify. So overall we can say we need to think about the absorption characteristics on the topical products, and for which we have to perfectly identify effect of viscosity, and it gives its effect onto the rate of diffusion of active ingredients. So this one is the basic application which we have to keep in our mind during the formulation of this kind of pharmaceutical dosage forms. So the next application says that not only the biological characteristics of the product, but when we have a thought of its chemical characteristics or physical evaluation. Means supposed to be, if you have prepared your product and you have to fill down into the containers from one point to the another point, again in that case also viscosity gives its own effect onto the product. So we have to think about this point when we have to formulate this kind of components. Rate of absorption may get differs from ordinary suspension to the thixotropic substance, or the specific suspension with the characteristics of thixotropic nature. So these are the basic application which we can identify, and the role of rheology is getting more clear with the particular applications. So I hope that the basic concept of rheology, its introduction, importance and applications into the pharmaceutical science is now cleared with you. In our next session we'll start with the particular flow concept in detail. Till then, stay connected with us, stay engaged, stay curious. Thank you.